Have you ever wanted to say something, but stopped yourself because you thought, what if they judge me? Or maybe you wanted to try something new, start a project, share an idea. But then another voice showed up in your head. What will people think? And suddenly you shrink a little. You stay quiet, you play it safe. Not because it's who you are, but because somewhere along the way, you learned that approval equals safety. I know that feeling well. For a long time, I didn't live my life. I lived a version of it that other people would accept. Here's the strange thing about needing approval. It feels harmless at first. You want people to like you. You want to avoid criticism. You want to fit in. That's normal. But slowly, it becomes a trap. You start filtering everything you say, everything you do, every decision you make, not based on what feels right to you, but based on what will be accepted. And the worst part? Most people don't even notice it's happening. They just wake up one day feeling stuck, unmotivated, disconnected from themselves. Because when you constantly adjust yourself for others, you eventually lose track of who you are. Here's a truth that changed everything for me. Most people are too busy worrying about themselves to spend much time judging you. Think about it. How often do you spend your day analyzing someone else's choices? Probably not much. Everyone is dealing with their own doubts, their own problems, their own fears. Yet somehow we imagine a spotlight on us all the time. But that spotlight is mostly in our heads. And once you realize that, something starts to loosen. The first step is simple but powerful. Stop trying to impress everyone. Because the truth is, you can't. No matter what you do, someone will disagree. Someone will judge. Someone will misunderstand you. That's part of life. But when you accept that, something interesting happens. You stop wasting energy trying to control people's opinions, and you start focusing on something better. Living honestly, not perfectly, just honestly. Here's something practical you can try. Start noticing the moments when you shrink yourself. Maybe it's when you stay quiet in a conversation, when you hide your ideas, when you pretend to agree with something you don't believe. These moments are small, but they matter, because every time you silence yourself to gain approval, you reinforce the habit of hiding. But when you notice it happening, you create a chance to change it. You don't have to suddenly become bold overnight. Just be a little more honest than you were yesterday. That's enough. Being yourself isn't always comfortable. Sometimes people won't understand you. Sometimes they might even criticize you, and that can feel uncomfortable. But here's the key idea. Discomfort doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. Often, it means you're finally being real. When you stop performing for approval, you start living with authenticity, and authenticity attracts the right people over time. This is the step that changes everything. Instead of asking, do they approve of me? Start asking, do I approve of myself? Did you act with honesty today? Did you speak your mind respectfully? Did you stay true to what matters to you? If the answer is yes, that's enough. Because the more you rely on your own approval, the less power other people's opinions have over you. And slowly, confidence becomes something you generate internally, not something you borrow from others. Something interesting happens when you stop chasing approval. You relax. You stop overthinking every word, every action, every decision. You become calmer, more focused, more yourself. And ironically, that's when people start respecting you more. Not because you tried to impress them, but because authenticity is powerful. People can feel it. So if you've been holding yourself back, trying to be the version of you that everyone approves of, remember this: you don't need permission to be yourself. Start small, Say what you really think in one conversation. Share one idea you've been holding back. Make one decision based on what feels right to you. Just one. Because the more you practice being real, the easier it becomes. And over time, you stop living for approval. You start living for yourself. And that's where real confidence begins. So tonight, try one small step, and let's keep improving together.